5:20. I'm just getting my day started. Happy Sunday. I had a long night, y'all. I woke up feeling 80. My knees and my back and my body reminded me that I am 56 years old this morning. I don't know what happened. The weather changed. It's cloudy outside. And I woke up and I wanted to get out the bed and my body was like, where you going? You better lay on down because we ain't getting out the bed today. I had to roll up out the bed because I had a long night. And when I say God will renew and restore, He will renew and restore. I'm going to be singing New Edition Back Together again all day. Because something happened great to me last night. On top of my podcast, The Ops with Nina. Go on over there and subscribe. David is editing the video as we speak. And it's our first episode. It's just an introduction. But we're going to be doing skits. We're going to be having guests with cooks. And we're going to do everything on this channel. So y'all got to check us out. We recorded last night. We had a blast. I had too much wine. We was talking shit. We had fun. So that's what life is all about. But anywho, I am here to talk about your boy Diddy again. And some of the stuff that's going on around the black community and how we get treated. I don't understand. I don't understand why people don't get this. Excuse how I'm looking, y'all. I haven't even taken off my gown yet. I went and got my coffee. I just rolled out of bed because I had a long night. Didn't go to bed till almost 5 o'clock this morning. And I had to roll out the bed. So I have to get dressed. Oh, it's my oldest daughter, Shantia's birthday. I'm going to post her picture. She's 34 today. She didn't beat cancer. She didn't graduated 3 or 4 times from stuff she want to do. And God is good. My baby 34 today. She is my first child. I had her at 22. So everybody say happy birthday, Shantia. So anyway, I don't understand why when it comes to us, everybody get in an uproar to make sure we suffer. If I got to be the voice, I'm going to be the voice. I'm going to use my platform to tell some truth around here. I am so pissed off when it comes to us. Everybody got their foot on our neck. It is sad that most of you brown people, you got your foot on your own brother's neck and your own sister's neck. What the hell is wrong with my race? I gotta say this today because I'm constantly watching y'all talk about Diddy after he was found not guilty on those charges. People really pissed that justice did their job. Now, if he was found guilty, y'all would be like, you know what? The juries did their thing. And y'all just mad because the law is the law. Y'all would be upholding the jurors. Now they saying the jurors was nonsense. They should be in trouble. No, they hired 12 people to get up there and judge that man. And they did it. And they found him not guilty. And what y'all don't understand, this what cracks me up. This is really what gets me. About 8 of those people were white. About 8 of those people were white. And the reason the prosecutor picked 8 white folks, because they thought they were going to be racist. Do y'all understand me? They really thought those 8 people were going to be racist. They see a black rich man, and they thought those 8 white folks was going to hang him. But them 8 white folks was average citizens around here, and they did justice. They heard the same testimony that all of us heard, and they said, not guilty. Except he did transportation, and he didn't even do that. He should have walked about that courtroom that day. Am I saying Diddy a good person? No. Well, you know what? I can't even say what Diddy is because I don't know Diddy. Everything we know about Diddy, we heard. That's what's pissing me off with, and we grown out here, man. We grown folks. Everything we heard about this man is hearsay. And y'all want to do this to him off of hearsay. But guess what they don't do? What's this man name? I was just watching his podcast. He looked like he is from Saudi Arabia somewhere. He's a foreigner. He has a podcast. What's his name? Murad, something like that. He got Miss Janet's picture posted on his thumbnail. This really got me. With her big blonde wig. You know Miss Janice love her wigs, right? This is an 80-some-year-old woman. He talked about her wig. He talked about her as a black woman. He dogging her out. And none of our black men over there cussing his ass out. But let us put Karen all over our posts and get to talking about theirs. You will see 1,000 white folks, holding up, dogging us out, cussing us out about theirs. Did y'all not just see Karen called a little black boy, he was about 5 or 6 years old, the N-word for taking her baby snacks out her bag, and then she went to social media and started crying she a victim, and they done raised almost $1 million for her. They commended her for calling a little black kid the N-word. And y'all sit here and dog y'all own people. Something wrong with y'all. I don't like that shit. I said, what's wrong with us? That's what I'm saying. We quit. Lock him up. They gonna save theirs. Did y'all not watch the news where they said the Manandis Brothers who blew their mama and daddy head off are rehabilitated? Let him out. And we got people like Larry Hoover. They don't even want to let out of jail after doing 50 years. Something wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with my people. Y'all have so much self-hate that you rather go over here to Karen house and talk about Shaquanda. Something wrong with you. And then y'all make it, Diddy did. I don't know what Diddy damn it did. You know what? I know what Timothy McVeigh did. He blew up the daycare in the center in Oklahoma and killed a lot of people. I know he did that. I know that what's his name? The one was eating people, the Hannibal. What's his name? Somebody help me out. I know what Charlie Manson did. I know what Ted Bundy did. I know what DeLeon, whatever his name, did at the church. I know what these school shooters do. Jeffrey Dahmer, I know what he did. He liked black meat. Nobody talking about these people. Nobody talking about how crazy they are. But as soon as our kids do anything, it's national news. They call us monkeys. They call us animals. They call us ignorant. But they don't talk about they shit. If you listen to these comments, y'all, you would think they're perfect and we the worst people walking the earth. And yet we got our own people. They right. Like they're talking about cruise ships, right? All they talking about is the black girls on there popping their butts, starting fights, bringing music, and they did it. But this is just, this much of black folks is doing that. You know how many black people go on cruises every day? This portion of black folks got on there and did something stupid. And they try to title us as all ignorant. And y'all letting them do the shit. How many of y'all have been on the cruise? Have you ever did any of that shit they said these black girls doing? I never did no shit like that. But let them tell it. Black women, we out of control. We ignorant. We pop our butt. I don't even know how to twerk my butt. Whatever. I don't know how to say the word twerking. But yet they titled us all as ignorant. And our black men, y'all ain't doing shit about it. I'm sick of y'all leaving us out here to hang. Like Menard, whatever his name is, with the podcast, with Miss Janice on there, talking about her wig, dogging her out as a black woman. How dare you, and you ain't even a black man? How dare you, not even a black person, to talk about one of mine? And y'all not saying shit. And if you go on his comments, it's a bunch of foreigners and white folks dogging Miss Janice out all the way down the page. A black woman. But you don't see them doing that to Karen. Black men, even the ones out here singing and rapping and doing all this shit, you famous, stop putting black women on display and treating them like whores. Stop throwing money on your sisters and making them naked in your videos. Because you're not going to see a rock and roll singer doing it. You're not going to see a country singer doing it. You're not even going to see the record label allowing them to do that to Karen. But they make them do it to us. They make them write gangster music. They make them fight each other. They emasculate our black men and make them put on women clothing. I done seen little baby in a 14-year-old little girl outfit. He had flowers on his jeans and everything. And I'm like, why these black men keep selling their soul for fame? You gonna sell your manhood for fame? I'm convinced, y'all, that Diddy's job, per Clyde Davis, this is my opinion, was to break the black man and emasculate them. They want to see us at their mercy. They've been doing this since slavery. And y'all like money so much that you would do it. I don't think Diddy really wanted to do the things he did. But I think Diddy just wanted his way out. I think Diddy wanted to be the king of New York. He wanted to be the king of music. He wanted to outdo Tupac and Suge Knight. So when he had the opportunity, he took it like most people do. And I believe that Diddy was broken in just like Meek Mills and all the rest of them. That's my belief. I think Diddy was the first victim. Because he behaved like a victim. Y'all don't see it though. Y'all don't see it though. Don't nobody behave like Diddy that haven't been through some trauma. That's trauma we watching. The man is going through some mental shit. Anybody that want their woman to get banged out by Craigslist workers who is a billionaire and tell them to put some strange Craigslist ex-workers semen on their nipples, you gonna tell me that's normal behavior? I know it's funny. I want to crack on him right now, but I can't because I feel bad for him. Hurt people hurt people. How dare y'all victimize? And that's what y'all told me about Cassie. How dare you do that? I think the whole industry, the head people ran through Diddy. I think when he was running around with his mama at the brothels and shit and living a lifestyle of a gangster that his daddy left his legacy behind, I think something bad happened to the man. I think when he was in Catholic school, something bad happened to him. Am I defending him? No. I know he a victim. I can read it. Didn't I say this, y'all? Y'all didn't catch this. Let me tell you. Didn't I say this? I said Cassie and Daffany Joy are not victims, right? Because I said victims don't behave. Catch this. Listen closely. Victims don't behave like that. You know what I mean? I know victims. They not going to display their trauma all over national TV. They don't even like talking about it. They can't even talk without crying. Look at Jaden Smith. All Jaden do is get on here. I done said it before. He'll cry. He'll get a video, just sit there and cry. And then he get off. He never say nothing about his trauma. Usher went on tour when Diddy was going through trauma. Act like nothing ever happened. Justin Bieber. He got trauma, but we don't know if it came from Diddy. We assume it came from Diddy. It could have came from his daddy. But he got trauma. Do he talk about it? No. But we can see his pain, right? Most people you know that have trauma, you can see their pain, but they never talk about it. My son went through some trauma. Gino. He don't talk about it, but I can see his pain. I know something happened to my child at 13. I can see his pain, but he's not ever going to talk about it. I pray he do. Because he's like a ticking time bomb. Time bomb. You know what I'm saying? You got to release that shit or you going to explode. Victims don't display their pain. They act like they want to be normal so bad because they feel like it's their fault. People go laugh at them. They're not going to get on trial and say, somebody peed in my mouth if you didn't want them peeing in your mouth. Cassie said all that without shedding a tear, y'all. She came in there like, queen bitch. Didn't show no victim signs at all. Daffany Joy kept saying she was jealous of somebody. Victims don't move that way. But you know what victims do? They go up under the radar and they call people off Craigslist. And they want to see people get punished like they got punished. So I'm going to watch you get punished, Cassie Daffany Joy, and whoever else, Gina G. I'm going to watch you get punished by big black penises because I got punished by those. And I'm going to enjoy it. Then I want you to come put the semen on my nipples because I'm mentally distraught and nobody see it. They looking at my lifestyle. They think I'm P. Diddy. I don't have no pain. I am the Hollywood villain, and they don't understand that Hollywood destroyed my manhood. They took my manhood. I don't want a man to touch me, but I want him to punish everybody around me like they punish me. Do Diddy ever talk about trauma? No. Just like Justin Bieber don't. Most victims don't talk about their trauma. And y'all sitting there letting it go over your head. They just talk about how Tisha Tales. I just watched her video again today. You know what? I try to give Tisha some mercy and a little grace because she's a beautiful woman. I know, I ain't even gonna say she got good intentions because she don't. What I don't like about you, Tisha, is because you are displaying hate. And you pushing their hate agenda off on all these women that's following you. And most women following Tisha Tales, they ain't gonna own up to it. They're broken women. That's why they enjoy her tearing down a man, because the man tore them down. So they love you, stick a dagger in his ass because it reminds them of the person that victimized them or hurt them. So they enjoy her content because she's destroying a man, and they hate men. You're not teaching them how to overcome, how to love God, how to forgive. You teaching people hate on your channel. And I don't like that shit. Am I upholding Diddy? No. Diddy really needs to seek some help. And I feel bad because the judge who went to school, who's a professional, can't see this man's trauma. He's a foreigner over here in our country, telling an American black man what he needs to do with his life. He ain't even from this country. We can't go over there and tell their people what to do. You see how dumb Americans are? This is where I do agree with Uncle D. This is exactly why I do agree with. They come over here, they doctors, they lawyers, they judges, over here telling American people what we need to be doing, and you're not even from this country. You don't even know our struggles. You don't know our pain. Your ass just judging from what you heard. And y'all can't tell me this judge ain't being biased and racist, and y'all up there, black folks, upholding this racist ass judge. It's murderers that get bond. People that take somebody's life get a bond. He's sitting there looking at these beautiful women and saying, this man don't deserve a bond. But I promise you this, I probably can stamp it, y'all. If it was me, if it was Kim Porter, if it was Young Miami, and we this color, Diddy would have been home. Diddy would have been home, y'all. They don't care about brown women. I promise you they don't. Y'all not even paying attention. Tisha Tails look like them. That's why she can, she can defend them. I bet she wouldn't fight for Young Miami like that. She talks about Young Miami. Have y'all noticed? She dogs Young Miami out. She dogs Miss Janice out. She find the bad in them, but people that look like her, she defends them. Y'all ain't paying attention. I don't know what it is about the black man, Tisha, but you hate the black man. And most of you that's on her channel, most of you that's her followers, you have black sons. She don't like your son. She would say the same thing about your black son. Don't we pay taxes for justice to prevail, for justice to do the right thing? Don't we supposed to trust the justice system to do the right thing? So when it did, and they found the man not guilty, y'all said the jurors did it wrong. Why? Because they didn't go in your way, your favor. But guess what? 8 of them was this. That's how I know for a fact this trial was bullshit. If 8 white folks said a black man was innocent, if 8 white folks said a black man was innocent, I know damn well his ass was innocent. Because they the first to lock his ass up. And yet, it's most of our people and foreigners saying they didn't do their job. They hate these jurors. So what was the point of going to trial? If y'all just wanted them to find him guilty, and if he ain't found guilty, they didn't do their job. What was the point of going to trial? Don't you go to trial so that everybody can hear all the evidence and the jurors come up and decide if you're innocent or guilty? And we're supposed to accept that they did their job. We're supposed to accept it, right? For example, the guy from Grand Rapids, he unalived his wife like 2 or 3 years ago. Right down the street from where I grew up. He pawpawed her 8 times because she filed for a divorce. Allegedly, she exposed that he went both ways. So when he came home and they were arguing, he grabbed the pawpaw before she did. She runs upstairs, tried to jump out the bathroom window, and he pawpawed her as she was falling 8 times. He went to trial. It was a hung jury the first time. I didn't have no understanding of that. I said, wait a minute. He pawpawed this woman 8 times. How is it a hung jury? You know why? Because I gotta believe half the people that was on the jury were. So they understood and they identified with who he was. And his wife shouldn't have exposed him. That bitch shouldn't have exposed him. So they said hung jury. Some people saying not guilty. I mean guilty, not guilty. It was half and half. Because somebody identified, because that's what they are. Right? I didn't have no understanding of it, but I accepted it. I said, hey, maybe they heard some testimony I didn't hear. I wasn't there. So it is what it is. They took him back to trial. And the next set of people found him guilty, 25 to 50 years. Still wasn't enough time to me. And this is a black man. So I'm not upholding wrong. I'm not upholding wrong. He unalived his wife, a black woman. He's a black man. He should have got life. So don't get me wrong, Nina. You just upholding black people. No, he should have got life. It was proof he deleted his wife because she's gone. How you got a hung jury? Something like that I understand. But I still don't understand the law. How can a man to pawpaw his wife 8 times? She don't have no weapon. Take her from her children. Get 25 to 50. My nephew do a gas station robbery, as they claim. He was at work. He didn't do it. He was at work, and I seen the video. That wasn't even him on the video. Circumstantial evidence. Y'all know what that means? No proof. I just think you did it. He get 30 to 60 years for $200, and this man get 25 to 50 for deleting his wife in cold blood, and he said he did it. I did it. I just lost my mind. This is the law. This is what we pay taxes for. So it's a lot of shit that happens in the law I don't agree with, like Diddy not getting no bond. See, I don't hold shit personal. With me, it's black and white. Innocent or guilty. Right or wrong. Truth and lies. It ain't no in between with Nina. It is what it is. Don't care what color you are. It is what it is. But when I see there are people getting off like those bank robbers up North Michigan, those white kids up North Michigan that just did a string of bank robberies. Federal offense. Banking is federal. They got probation. And they went in there with some pop-outs and set it off. And my son's sitting there in federal holding, facing 40 years for something less than what they did because of his skin color. And y'all sit here and uphold them, locking your brothers up when they let theirs go. Ain't no way in the hell the Manandis brothers should be getting out. No way. They should have got the chair what they did to their mother and father. Who just blow their mama face off? And then, you know what they did to the mama, right? They were sitting on the couch watching TV. They came in and blasted daddy, pop, 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 with shotguns. Tore his body parts off like he was a piece of, like he was a deer. Just destroyed his body like he was a deer, a wild animal. Piled his mama. From my understanding, she crawled her way upstairs. Or she was upstairs or something happened in the bed. He went outside and reloaded. Do you hear me? Reloaded and came back and blew her head off. And y'all gonna tell me he rehabilitated? You gotta be kidding me. And Kim Kardashian with your... You gonna say, I went to visit them and I really think they're... Shut up, Kim. You need to go rehabilitate yourself. You ain't even rehabilitated. How somebody crazy go tell us somebody else is sane? Look how Kim Kardashian and them Kardashian girls move. Y'all gonna say they sane enough to go visit some serial killers and say they sane? How many men you done had in the last 15 years, Kim? You need to go lay on somebody's sofa. Somebody need to rehabilitate your ass. You one of Diddy girls. You, your mama, your sisters. People leave the Kardashian house not the same. They come out drug dealers, cug addicts, wearing moon boots, think they Martians, come out, go in, a man come out in the dress as Miss Dollfire. I mean, what y'all doing over there? Some voodoo hoodoo? But y'all go send Kim up there. Out of all the people you can send, y'all send Kim Kardashian to go see if the Manandis brothers rehabilitated. I'm just tired of it. But the president can't pardon Larry Hoover. They fighting him to let Larry Hoover out. Donald Trump normally get anything he wants. But they saying this time, oh, you ain't getting that. Oh, hell no. We gonna stand on this one. They don't want Larry Hoover to come out. He can't be rehabilitated after 50 years. But the Manandis brothers who blew their parents, body off their bone, they flesh off their bone, is rehabilitated. Y'all don't see what's going on here. Diddy can't be rehabilitated. No, that 9 months couldn't help him. He cannot. He's a lost cause. But the Manandis brothers can. They did 30 years. Let them come home. I didn't know you can heal from being a murderer. Not something like that. That gruesome. I can see self-defense. But you just bluntly delete somebody. And then I know what y'all gonna say. Well, guess what their parents did to them? We don't know that. They're not here to tell their side of the story. That's the easiest way to get away with murder, is say somebody craped you. But if they weren't craping them at that time, that's premeditated. You can't wait months and years of abuse and then say, when I get of age and me and my brother go delete them and take their money and spend it and splurge and have parties and buy cars. They was doing all this with their mom and daddy shit when they died. They didn't look like victims to me. Because if something happened like that to me, go in the house, blah, 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 and then you call the police. I just did this, this, and this, and this because they were doing this to me and I got fed up. Come get me. I'm ready to do all day because they're gone. I wouldn't even have no remorse. For real, if somebody did that to me, I wouldn't have no remorse. I would get in front of the judge. Yes, I did it. I got tired of them taking my body. I would get on. Let me testify for myself. Let me speak for myself because my life over anyway. Let me tell you about these two people, what they did to me. Like the woman, the mother that killed her kids in Detroit. She put them in the freezer. That lady was insane, but she was telling a lot of truth. And I respect her from that. I don't like her for what she did to them babies, but I respect her for telling the truth about her pain. She got up there, yes, I did it. She didn't lie. But she was mad because their fathers wasn't in their life. She was overwhelmed with taking care of kids. One kid was craping another kid, as she claimed. She was in a rat-infested, roach-infested place. Life had beat her down. Nobody would help her. She was at a bitter end of her ropes, and nobody recognized it. Nobody saw this lady pain. So she snapped. And she got in front of the judge and said, I did it. Damn it. Lock me up. But don't give my kids to them Negroes. They never was there. Their kids been dead 2 years and they didn't even know their kids was dead. So put the remaining kids I have in the system and lock me up for life. She said that. I'm done. I'm done. I give up. My life over with. Life won. She didn't get up there and cry mercy. She said life won. It's over for me. Yes, I did that. Life made me crazy. And sometimes that's what happened to people. Life will make you break. Life will make you crazy if you don't know God. If you don't stand 10 toes down on that word, if you don't grab on, sometimes you got to eat the pages. I mean, I'm for real. I told my son, sleep with that Bible under your head, son. Pray, cry, beg. God, please give me mercy and grace. Let these people see I was out of my mind. God will do everything but forsaking you. If I wasn't holding on to God's unchanging hands like my mother used to tell me, because he can do all things but fail, I would be a broken person too. I probably would have deleted a lot of people if I would have just listened to the devil. Because the devil is talking all the time. God is over here, the devil over here. You got to make decisions all day long. I'm not making excuses for sinister shit. I'm not. But some people just pop. And then there's people like the internet trolls. They just poking the bear. Would y'all be happy if Diddy commit suicide? Suicide, ain't supposed to say that word. Would y'all be happy if he commit suicide? Yeah, y'all be happy. And that make you no better than him. You celebrate somebody's demise, and the Bible say don't do that. See, this is what I understand about a lot of you. You don't know the Lord. That's why these kids out of control. You're supposed to pray for people like Diddy. But you can't do it because your arrogance and your pride. And then you display it to the world and you make everybody just like you. And y'all wonder why this world demonic as hell. Because ain't nobody doing what God told them to do. know, the Bible is the book of life. It teaches you and show you how to live. And the reason we struggle, because we don't listen. We like the children of Egypt running around, tolling the earth 40 years and 40 nights and 40 years they was in bondage because they didn't listen. Life can be easy, y'all, if you just follow the instructions of life, what's in that word. And a lot of you don't even believe in the word, but everything that's going on today is in that word. You can say it's been changed, books been taken out. All I know is what's left in there is real and is coming to pass. Even about children deleting their parents, disobedient kids, what do we see? Technology gonna take over. They wrote that in the Bible, in Revelations. How long ago? Thousands and thousands of years ago, they said that credit was going to take over. Who would have known that? Oh, the Simpsons. Y'all rather believe in the Simpsons than believe in God. You know the Simpsons said it. Man, I'll be listening to y'all like, so what did God say? Y'all talking about shit. The Simpsons. It cracks me when people refer back to the Simpsons when stuff happened. Oh, they said that on the Simpsons. God said it in his word. God said it in his word, people. That's why nothing surprises me. When I see stuff happen, I be like, ain't nothing new under the sun. What y'all so shocked for? Huh? It's in there. It's in there. And y'all can't tell me the Lord don't use people and don't rehabilitate people. He used a donkey to give a message. Wasn't David a drunk in the Bible? I mean, come on. He used people in the Bible. He healed folks in the Bible. He made blind folks see. And y'all don't understand scripture. When he said it made a blind person see, sometimes that means somebody blinded with the world. They out there like Diddy. They was blind in the industry. They live in a sinister life. And sometimes he got to put you in a jail cell to make you see the light. He made a blind person see. Do you understand me? Like the part, people are lovers of themselves. Y'all think that's arrogance, pride. No. The community, the G community, they lovers of themselves. It's all in the word. They love somebody who look just like them. But the Bible ain't real though. God ain't real. He made a person. People say, "Why I'm gonna believe something I don't see?" You believe your Amazon product go come, don't you, when you give them your credit card? You don't know Mr. Amazon. You don't know him, but you trust a stranger to take your credit card with your money on it and send you a product. Don't you believe in that? Do you ever call every 5 minutes and say, "When my shoes coming? I just paid. When my shoes come?" Do you check on your shoes every 5 minutes, but you question God? God, when you gonna come? Why you ain't do this? Why you trust in that Amazon package to show up, don't you? Believing in something that you don't see is faith. You got faith that my package gonna come, but you don't have faith in God. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean on, not on your own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Do y'all know what that scripture means? I don't understand this. I don't understand why Sean Puffy Combs did that. I don't understand why my son in jail. I don't understand why my husband cheated. I don't understand why my kids is out of control. But trust in the Lord with all my heart and lean not on my own understanding. It is not for me to understand, darling. It's not for you to understand. Diddy is God's child. My son Gino belongs to the Lord. He just lent him to me to raise him. And I did the best I could. Now, I go to God about his child. I'm like, okay, Lord, you got him in there. What we gonna do? Do y'all know they in there starving my son? I'm so pissed right now. I'm gonna cry. I had another inmate today call me about my son in there going on a hunger strike because they not feed my child besides slop, taco shells, and hot dogs and peanut butter and jelly since he been locked up. So he refused to eat, and they said they would put him in a straitjacket and force feed him peanut butter and jelly. Because somewhere in the system, he said he was allergic to soy 2 years ago in the county jail. And the county jail, the state county, was still feeding him, let him get his commissary. These people in the federal jail, Newaygo County Jail in Michigan, put down he can't eat soy. And he said it was a mistake. I said I don't like soy meat, but I was still ordering my commissary and eating. They told him for the rest of his stay, he got to eat peanut butter and jelly, molded taco shells and hot dogs when he watching everybody else eat dinner. He already in there for mental. My son had a mental breakdown that caused him to do this crime. And they got my son in a cell 24 hours a day in a jacket, making him worse. And y'all upholding the fucking system. I done emailed everybody I could. Now I got to do something else. If I got to go catch a flight to Washington, D.C., wherever I got to go, wherever it is, they going to feed my damn son. You will not treat my son like he a slave. You already got him in shackles, god dang it. He belonged to somebody. I don't care what he robbed. I don't care what the hell he did. He belonged to somebody. And I know that's how Miss Janice feel about Diddy. That's my son. He came from my body. How dare you treat him like he a fucking slave? And y'all are both holding that shit. Y'all not fighting for the rights of black people. They get our boys and men in jail and they treat them like trash. They treat them like they on the cotton field. And if you don't eat what I say, boy, I'm going to strap you down and force feed you. What y'all going to do, stuff a sandwich down my son's throat? Just what y'all think y'all going to do? I'd die first. I would die first. Newaygo County Jail in Michigan. Federal. This is a federal jail. But they want to lock Diddy up and not give him bond. And they in there committing a crime against my son. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. We are the weakest link, black man. You can call me Malcolm X. You can call me whatever you want. But they not going to kill my son in no jail and get away with it. Oh, no, no, no. That's why when that man ran over that police for killing his son, that's his son. And everybody called him an animal. They ain't called the police an animal for killing his son. People would die for their kids, man. Miss Janice was there every day and y'all was mad at her. That's her son. Y'all see a monster, she see her baby boy. Do you understand me? I'm not upholding that system because it's not for us. I'll be damned if I keep pushing the agenda to lock my people up. We've been in bondage over 400 years. Let my people go. He didn't say it in the Bible. Let my people go. Damn it, get the loose off their neck. Let us breathe. Shame on you to uphold some shit like that. And more of you white folks need to be standing up like they did with Dr. King. It was white people on the front line with Dr. King. More y'all need to speak up. Because y'all see what's going on. But guess what? You going to perish and go to hell for not saying nothing. And the ones that's upholding the shit, you going to the pit of hell. You don't know God. You don't pray. You celebrate people's demise. You love drama. You love to see people suffer. Until it's your son. Thank God. I just thank God so much that I can go to him and ask for mercy and grace for my son. And I went dogging Diddy. Wouldn't that be something? I was sitting there dogging Diddy, said he need to get life, and this just happened to my son, and now I got to go to the Lord and pray. Wouldn't that be something? I didn't do that. I kept saying, Lord, heal him. Give him mercy and grace. Be God. Because it could be one of mine. And guess what? Before the trial was over, it was one of mine. I'm not saying let him go. He did a crime. Which I'm mad about. Because I begged the system to help me with my son before this happened. I did everything they told me to do. Call us. Mental breakdowns. Call us. We coming. Y'all came with AKs, bullhorns, treating him like he was a wild animal ready to kill him. And I called and said, my son just had a mental crisis. He think people trying to kill him. He has a gun, he has a knife, and he's trying to hurt people. Please come and help my son. And y'all show up with AKs? AKs! And the nurse of trauma, she was out there with me, standing behind me, scared. I said, ain't you supposed to be in there talking my son down? What you doing over here? I had to say, hey, what y'all doing? What y'all got these weapons out for? Thank God my brother was in the house. And my brother walked out in front of my son. Put them weapons down or he ain't coming out. Have y'all lost your damn mind? You think I'm finna let my nephew come out here and y'all got AKs pointed at him? Have y'all lost your freaking mind? And that's when the one in charge put the weapons down. It should have never been out. I just said it was a crisis. This is a system that we pay our taxes for. That's why when they show up, people die. They're not trained. They're the KKK. Oh, it's a Negro out of control. Let's go kill him. That was their first mindset. Let's go kill him. And then they let him go the next day. A week later, he committed a crime out of his mind, and now they treating him like a wild animal when I told y'all he was out of his mind before he did it. But when I begged you to put him in an institution to help him, you couldn't do it. Oh, we don't have no space. But you got space in prison for him, huh? You didn't have space to get him no mental health, but you got space in prison for him because you don't make no money off the mental health. You make more money off the prison. Do y'all know it's more people that's mentally distraught in prison than there are criminals? And that's why they are criminals, because they mentally messed up. But soon somebody of this race do something, what the first thing they say on the news? Oh, he had a mental crisis. Oh, life and stress. They make excuses. My son, just a wild animal. Yes, y'all, my son Gino has been in Newaygo County Jail, federal holding, for about a month now, eating peanut butter and jelly, molded taco shells, and hot dogs. I've been fighting for a month to get his menu changed. Then I had a marshal lie, a woman, and had the nerve to antagonize me. I'm a mother like you, I understand. A Karen, I understand, Miss Mayberry. But the law is the law. Once you say you're allergic, it can never be changed. So I did my research. She worked for the federal government and lied to me. They said you're supposed to get tested every 6 months for allergies. And then the inmates can write a grievance to request to be tested. They denied him a grievance. She lied to me and said it cannot be changed. You know what I did Friday? I sent emails to everybody in the federal justice system. His attorney, the marshals, the headquarters, the jail. And I called back and I got a white man on the phone, another marshal. He said, "What? That's all you want to do is change his menu? He's not allergic?" I said, "No." He said, "Let me make a phone call. If it ain't changed in a week, call me back." He never one time said it can't be changed. She lied to me. And they had the audacity to act like she was identifying with me as a mother. These Karens are horrible, y'all. And they stand behind these badges and act like you beneath them. You gonna do what I say, slave. How dare you be a mother and allow my son to be in there starving? So you know what you did? You cursed your own life. I promise you, lady. Everything you wished on my son and lied to me gonna happen to yours 10 times as more, because I'm a child of Most High God, and God always fight my battles. I promise y'all, in the next 2 weeks or less, my son gonna be on a regular menu. I promise you that. That's my child. I pay taxes. You not gonna starve my child to death. You got my son in here in a straight jacket. He called me, "Mom, please help me, Mom. They starving me." An inmate, y'all know inmates don't even care about other inmates. A black inmate called and said, "They in here starving your son, man. Do something. We try to share with him, but we hungry too. We can't share our meals. They starving your son up in here. You better do something." He sit here and watch us eat, and he can't even eat. Nah, man. But y'all want Diddy stay in jail. Why? So they can treat him. They just gave Diddy some maggots. And that's okay with y'all? Because he a freak. Because everything else they said he did, they never proved it. What y'all don't freaking understand? Where the kids at? Where the women he was trafficking? Where? Y'all still believe in the hype. They didn't produce not one proof. He didn't kill Tupac. They ain't proved it in almost 30 years. Now that you want him because he sued a liquor company, all of a sudden he killed Tupac. Man, get the hell out of here. Because they know if they say he killed Tupac, the black community gonna want to kill him. That's why they saying it. Make his own people hate him, and we got him. Put Cassie video on the screen before his trial, and we got him because all the people gonna hate him, especially women. All a setup, and y'all fell for this shit. And Tisha Tales got the nerve to say, and several others. He said when he get out, he gonna do Times Square. Ain't nobody gonna go see him. Diddy, I'm coming to see you, okay? I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna be in the front row, Diddy. It's Diddy. I don't know what y'all say. Y'all support y'all's, I support mine. It's Diddy. I'll be up in there doing the moonwalk, Diddy. F what y'all got to say. I don't give a damn. How many of yours didn't create people? Y'all still went to see Elvis, didn't you? Y'all still got Elvis pictures in your house, don't you? He's still the king of rock and roll, ain't he? To you. He married Priscilla. She was a little girl. Y'all still celebrate him, don't you? Y'all still voted for Donald Trump, didn't you? A 34-time convicted felon. You still voted for him? And still some of y'all still uphold him, and he won't even produce Epstein list as trafficking little girls. It's a proof he did this. Epstein is proof he was trafficking kids. And your uncle that's in the White House was his best friend. And you still uphold him, don't you? Mega still running around talking about he was the best president ever, and he don't even like black folks. That's why he's the best president. See how they uphold theirs? Let Obama did any of that, he would have been out the White House. Obama would be in federal prison right now doing half the stuff that your uncle in the White House doing. Your uncle was disregarding the Constitution that our forefathers fought to have, and y'all upholding the shit. He tried to overturn the government at the Capitol building. People died, and y'all still voted for him back in the House. But y'all want Diddy to get life. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out and go to hell. For real. All y'all people that said go to the pit of freaking hell. Damn it. I'm mad today. Because I guess y'all don't understand what's going on, black man. Black woman. They want us back in shackles. And this is the way to do it. Instead of lynching us, you know what they do? They pull us over, and we have a legal gun. They pow us in the head and say, oops, he moved. They put a knee on your neck and let you cry for your mama till you die. And then they get their own people to turn on them. The goons, I ain't gonna call them no police. The goons in Minnesota, not Minnesota, Memphis, Tennessee. Those goons. Well, what's the guy name they chased down, they beat him to death? TK, what's his name? They beat this black man to death. And his mama had to sit there and take it because they let each one of them off. Good job. Let that have been a white boy they beat to death. Let them black men have beat a white boy like they beat that man. And see where they would have walked. They walked because that's another black man. You did a good job. Y'all did your job. They watched them beat that man on TV and they let all them black men walk. Because they did massive job for him. He didn't matter. And his mama sat there and cried. Sat there and cried. I went downtown and protest for Patrick Leoya, who the police pow in the back of his head. A hole was this big in the back of this man's head. They showed it on the screen in court. All I could do is look at his mama and she did like this. I look over at, what's his name? What was his name? Christopher, the police named Christopher. I can't think of his last name right now. I look over there at him and his family. His wife had the nerve to look over at that mama and all his relatives and do this. Bitch, do you not see this hole that your husband put in her son's head? I couldn't have been. And she was the victim because her husband was on trial. She was over there the victim. They did not one time apologize to this mama. Not one time. And she stayed so humble, y'all. I seen God all over that lady and her and the father. They sat there through the whole thing. They was just humble, like they was expected it. You can be beat down so much that pain is normal. Pain becomes normal as you've been beat down so much in life. They just sitting there like. And they looking at all these people here. And they found a man not guilty for having a hole this big in the back of her son's head. How can you find somebody not guilty for putting a hole in the back of somebody's head? But this justice. Yeah. Yep, it's justice. Thank you, Juvenile, baby. Y'all don't have to like me. Y'all can get y'all ass up off my channel. You can call me a racist. You can call me what the hell you want. But you ain't gonna call me no liar. You ain't gonna call me no thief. You ain't gonna call me no devil. I am a child of the Most High God, and I'm gonna tell it like it is. The truth must be heard. And y'all know what the truth is. Y'all know what it is. The Willie Lynch letter did a job on my people, man. Make them hate your people. Am I saying uphold black folks? No, I'm not. My people do the dumbest shit because they brainwashed. They stupid. We do some dumbass shit. This is why I get mad at my people when I see y'all deleting each other on the weekend, when I see y'all getting on cruise ships, twerking and acting a fool, when I see y'all doing World Star. We just had a Freaknik celebration in Grand Rapids at the park, and they brought some girls from the show Baddies here. And I'm like, out of all the shit that y'all can be doing with y'all money, y'all celebrate some shit like that? What's wrong with my people? Out of all this shit that's going on in our community, you bring some girls from Baddies. You know what Baddies is? A bunch of women that fight each other. And they was like, we in Grand Rapids. When I said, and they charged $40 to get in a free park to see these women and some ghetto music and some naked females degrading themselves. So I get mad at my community. But let me say I want to do a fundraiser for Kids Lives Matter too. I want to do a fundraiser for battered women. I want to do a fundraiser in a march for men that's incarcerated, that's getting mistreated. And I ain't just say black men, men and women that's incarcerated, that's getting mistreated. Well, none of y'all show up. But y'all want to celebrate some nonsense. I didn't have fundraisers before. I didn't ask for donations. Don't nobody do it. But you'll go pay to see Little Baby. You'll go pay to see all kind of dumb shit. You go buy crazy mess. You put your money in everything else but something that makes a difference in life. Like you ain't got grandkids and kids growing up in this world. You will celebrate the demise of a black man when you raising 3 or 4 black men in your house. You forgot you got some men in your house that one day they gonna be men. You forgot that. So how you treating somebody else's son, how you treating Diddy, that your sons gotta grow up in the same world and they ain't gonna see that's your son, they gonna see Diddy. If they get away not giving this black man bond, your son ain't gonna get one either. If they get away not feeding my son, your son ain't gonna eat either. This is what y'all don't understand. Especially black women, we should be able to have an organization to come together and say, oh, no, you're not finna do that. You know. We finna stand with this mother. Because we raising black men. You're not finna do that to us. No, y'all celebrate it. This shit is crazy to me, man. I don't have no understanding of it. And then Tisha Tales, you on here constantly making up lies on Diddy to get content. And it's black women on your channel that's listening to the shit. You just make up shit every single freaking day. Now you're talking about the judge gave Diddy a warning about people writing letters and all kind. You lying. The judge can't tell Diddy how to communicate with his friends. That's not against the law. Write a letter for my behalf. How can the judge warn him? Don't you tell nobody to write a letter on your behalf. You gonna give him on time. You lying. And if the judge doing that, he about to be in trouble. I can't believe people. And then she said this. I can't believe people that's writing letters for Diddy. Y'all all stupid. No, you stupid because you sitting here making money of somebody's demise and don't know it's gonna be your own. Watch what I tell you, and it ain't gonna be long, Tisha Tales. It happened to Wendy Williams. God put affliction on Wendy. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Wendy Williams. Do I feel bad for her? I feel bad for her because she didn't know God. And I pray for her. But what Wendy Williams going through is the affliction of God. She destroyed families. She talked about married people. She enjoyed people's demise. Now she in a center that she can't get out. He shut her mouth up. Do y'all hear me? He shut her mouth up. You want to keep talking? You want to keep celebrating people's downfall? I'm finna put you somewhere you can't even get out. Look at her. And before that, her ankles was this big. She was sitting around like this. That's affliction of God. What y'all see was God's work. And what y'all say, oh my God, Wendy, I feel so bad for her. I didn't. Because I know what it was. So I started praying that she changed. That's what I prayed for. But I knew karma don't miss nobody. And I said, oh my God, look at karma. Woo, I bet I don't act like that. Oh, hell no. Now, I may tell a story, but trust and believe I don't celebrate it. Like I talked about Lori Harvey yesterday. But this is why I tell the stories I tell and how I tell them. Because I tell you a story about Hollywood, and then I talk about real life stuff, and people say I'm all over the place. No, 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 no. I want you to learn something from what I just talked about. That's why I tell my stories the way I tell them. Don't just listen to what happened to Lori. Don't be Lori. I might tell you that I know somebody that happened to, and that's what happened, and this is how they moved. And you be all over the place. No, catch it. Y'all so used to drama. Stick to the program. Keep dogging them. Keep dogging. Don't sway away. Then we want drama. No, no, no. I'm gonna tell you some drama, and I'm gonna tell you some truth. And if you don't like my storytelling, get the hell on. I don't even want to entertain your ass. I don't even want you on my channel. I don't care if God take. I have 66,000 subscribers on my channel. If he take 55,000 of them, it's only 10 that's real good. Let's ride. I don't care if I'm on here talking to myself half the time, y'all. Like right now, I'm just now looking at the numbers. Could y'all get my likes up? I'm just now looking up at the numbers. Because I'm talking from my heart. And if I'm blessed to make money off of it, good. But this is not why I do it. I did this on Facebook for free for years. And then God blessed me to get paid to do it. Because God know my heart. He made me. He know Nina go come on this channel and she go tell you the real deal if you like it or not. She fear me more than she fear you. I fear God more than I fear anybody watching me. And if you don't like what I'm saying that's in that word, shame on you, and you go into the pit of hell. You better go repent. You better get your life right. Because God is a man, he shall not lie. He's not playing. He's coming back with a vengeance. All you got to do is watch what's going on. We living in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. He flooded it last time. This time he coming back with fire. Why do you think California constantly burning up? Is that a coincidence? No. He's not playing. He's not playing. And if you get left behind because you in denial and you want to celebrate people's demise, go ahead. But you ain't doing it on my channel. I want to see people rise up. I want to see people change. I didn't watch people get over crack cocaine, prostitution, institutionalized out of prison and change their life around. I know men that came out of prison and they own properties now. They credit good. My brother, one of them, credit good. And guess what? My brother just got his car totaled by a semi-truck, his Cadillac. The semi-truck turned the same way his friend was turning in his car. He just dropped my brother off work. He loved this car. And the semi-truck rolled on the whole back of the truck. And it was, what company? It was a big company. But because my parents taught us not to treasure nothing, my brother called me and said, man, I'm hurt about my car, but hey, at least she wasn't hurt. He don't treasure nothing. Because God going to replace and restore. Watch the car he get next. He had full coverage. Herman Miller ran over his car. And the driver said, I forgot to cut my blinker on. The whole back of my brother's truck is destroyed from Herman Miller. All his hard work he put in that car. He just got it fixed. Just got a transmission put in it. But watch God restore and renew. God said, you don't need this car. You put too much money in this old car. I'm going to take this car from you. I got a better car for you, sir. Chill. He could have cursed God. Oh, the money I put in this car. God ain't real. No, he just said, at least you wasn't hurt. That's when you got God in you. You don't question his work. I know he probably don't understand why did this happen in my car. Just fixed it. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lead not on your own understanding. It's not for him to understand. The God I serve, he never taken nothing from me that he didn't replace better. The God I serve protect me and my kids. See, what they don't know about my son Eugene, he know how to pray. He was raised right. He had a hard-working granddaddy. He had a hard-working mama. He had a stay-home Southern bred grandmama. And they prayers still here on earth. He loves the Lord. That's why the devil can't win. I put some good substance over there in that child. Every time he called me, I'm calm. I don't let him see me sweat. And I always say, G, calm down. Mama on the job. It's going to happen. Just be quiet. Don't argue with them people. Just let them do what they do. Son, just eat the peanut butter and jelly for now because I don't want you to get sick. They won't even let my son order commissary, y'all. I give him money. He got $100 right now on his account just from the other day. He get like $100 every week between me, his daddy, his sisters, and brother. Every week, he get at least $400 a month up in there. And can't order. So his money just stacking up. They won't even let him order. I didn't even know that till the other day. They said, well, on his commissary list. He only can order chips because he's allergic to soy. I said, he came from my body. I'm telling you, he's not allergic to soy. Well, he was tested at the King County Jail. That was a lie. The King County Jail never tested him. And this was 2 years ago. They doing it to be spiteful. Because they want to see this black kid die in there from starvation. The devil. But I promise you, I'm going to get back on here. I promise you I'm going to get back on here and say my son eating again. I promise you I'm going to get back on here and say his commissary is back on. I promise you I'm going to get on here and say he doing good. I promise you that. Because the God I serve, man, he ain't never left me. He never forsaken me. I know he coming. He gonna show up and show out. And that woman that lied to me that had the kids, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. I got one story and I'm gonna go, y'all. And some of y'all already heard this story because I repeat my story sometimes. I have new people on here. It was a judge. And I ain't even gonna lie and say, I ain't even gonna cover his name. His name is, not Judge Libra. Judge, dang, I can't. See how the devil want me not to say people names? It'll come to me, but it was a judge in Grand Rapids, y'all. A black judge. You would think, oh, we got a black judge. We got somebody on our side. No, sometimes your own people can be your worst enemies. Just like them officers beat that man in Memphis, Tennessee. They were all black. Well, my kid's father, I told y'all he fought substance abuse for a long time. He actually was tricked. And they laced his stuff, just like they did my son. Be careful who you call your friend to smoke with. So he got hooked for years. He had 4 scholarships, 4 or 6, to play ball, academics, all kinds of stuff in college. He had a couple of basketball scholarships in 11th grade. He was like one of the coldest ball players around here in 11th grade. Full ride. He was about to go to college. His own brothers older than him. Not his mama kids, but brothers that go to school with him. And brothers he met in New York. Seeing a kid with potential. His daddy had died and left him a lot of money. So his mother put $50,000 in his account when he turned 18. He had much more coming. She bought him a sports car, gave him $50,000, and then everybody, the vultures start coming. You know what you can do with that money, bro? We can tell you how to flip it. He a country boy. How? They introduced him to drugs. Now he going back and forth to New York selling. One day on the stoop, they was smoking weed. And one of them said, man, hit this. This the fire. He thinking, okay, some better grade of weed. It was laced with crack. He got strung out. Everything started going downhill. Everything his daddy left him, from the clubs to the houses and stuff him and his mama had, she had to put into his life with attorneys and fight for years. He kept getting in trouble because of this drug he got hooked on. Well, he went to school with this particular judge's son. They were best friends. Judge Logan. Judge Logan, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Everybody knows Judge Logan. He went to school with Matt Logan, his son. They were like this. He used to spend a night at Judge Logan's house. Him and Matt both had scholarships. Their parents knew each other. Banquets and everything. Even though he was a judge, he was cool with my kids' father and mom, their grandmother. Well, he gets in trouble. He caught a crime case in 11th grade. He had to face Judge Logan, the man whose house he spends the night at. You know this kid. But he always said he felt like he was a little jealous of him because he was better ball player and stuff than his son. So his mother went in front of Judge Logan and asked for the mercy and grace of God. Please, put him on probation, put him on a tether. Don't mess up my son's life. He got scholarships. Please. He sent him to prison for 5 years. In the 11th grade. Destroyed his whole college education. When he came out, that's when I met him. He was 18 or 21. I think he was 24 when he came out. He was so discouraged. I didn't know all the stories because I had just met him. And I knew his mom, bougie, had money. I knew his sisters. And I got introduced to him at a party through his brother-in-law. I didn't know he had a problem. Because his life was destroyed. He felt like I messed up my scholarships. He really started getting high. Drowning his sorrows. I messed up my life, man. So he got to smoking, drinking, and I got the bad end of it because I fell in love with him and not knowing he had a problem. I thought he was like his sisters and his mama. They never told me he had a problem. Then I ended up pregnant with Eugene, Gino. And after I was pregnant, I found out about what happened to him. It was too late, I'm pregnant. So now I think it's my duty to help him get clean. Well, you still got you still smart. You an A student. You know how to write blueprint. He was an architect and a carpenter. Boy, smart as hell. But that substance kept him bounded. Crack cocaine is something serious, y'all. So I'm trying my best to love him clean. I just couldn't do it. But I say all this to say, Judge Logan gave him 5 years and destroyed his life. And he just now been clean probably 3 or 4 years. And he is, 52 years old. He just now clean after his mama died. Out of all them years, he just could not let it go that he lost his college career. He couldn't let it go. Judge Logan played a big part. He could have saved him or he could have destroyed him. He chose to destroy this kid because he had an option to put him on a tether and give him probation. He said, no, I'm putting him in prison. Guess what happened to Judge Logan's son, Matt? When I tell you God don't play. When I tell you God don't play. Let me tell you what God did. Years later, Judge Logan's son, Matt Logan, hit national news. You know what he did? Look it up. He went on a gun store robbery spree with some white kids. And somebody got unalived. That same judge that looked in Miss Williams' eyes and gave her son 5 years and destroyed his whole life, sat in the courtroom when his son and them white boys got caught up and begged the mercy of God over his son. Please, please don't take my son. Please give him mercy. He's a good kid. I'm a judge. He begged for that judge to give them mercy. You my colleague. You know how we get down. You and me would never fight. Remember me? And that white judge said, 50 years to life. Her son got 5. His son got 50. You gonna tell me God don't play? The same judge. Now you finna be judged. Let me see how you like it. Y'all better be careful what y'all say and wish on people. Who would have thought his son would have went through the same thing but worse? The same hell you wished on Miss Williams' son is the hell your son still sitting in. He's still in jail. Judge Logan had a heart attack and died. Years later, but he gone. Do I celebrate that? Nope. I just say, woo, look at karma, Jesus. Ooh, you don't play, Lord. You do not play. That's why I don't play with God. I don't play. I will play with you before I play with God. I will talk about you before I talk about God. He show us karma don't play. He will put affliction on you. I promise you he will. Why my son in jail? Why did he lose his mind? I don't know. Because I always been a God-fearing person. I always worked hard. My son David and Eugene grew up in the same room together. The same bed. Well, they had 2 different beds. But the same kind of upbringing. He went that way, he went that, because he got his daddy genes. And it just trickled down, I guess. Because they said sometimes the things you do come through your children. His daddy was in the world doing all kind of stuff. Now my son is going through it. And I challenged his daddy the other day. Because he always say I'm mean to him, you know. I do get mad at him because I know his potential. So I said, you know what? You know the system. You and my brother know the system. I don't. So I'm challenging you to be his father this time. Be his father. At 26 years old, I want you to be his father. You need to call attorneys. You need to write letters. You need to be his daddy for once. And he feel good about it. I call such and such and we gonna do this and that. He loving it now because he feel like I gotta save my son. So he doing everything he can to try to save his son. The only thing I don't like about him, with his girlfriend around, he act like he can't communicate with me. That's bull crap. If y'all one of them women, y'all need to go seek some help. If y'all one of them women that's jealous of somebody's kid's mama, something wrong with you. I wouldn't dare give a woman a satisfaction to let her know I'm jealous of her. Man, bye. This girl's so hateful and jealous of me, she hate to hear my name. You that intimidated by me, baby? But you think I'm going to come back and get him? Trust me, if I want him, I can have him. I ain't got time for that. I'm on a mission. I am 56 years old. I don't have time to be playing with you. When I ring that phone, it's about his children. I got 2 of them over here. And what kind of woman who got kids don't want him communicating with his kid's mama about his kids? Oh, I forgot she's still married. She's living in sin. She's living over there laying up, but she's still married. I forgot that part. Devils don't have no heart. So since we talking. But this your girl, Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I got to get going. It's my baby girl birthday. She's 34 today. She my oldest baby. And she got a hotel room. And we're about to go swimming. I'm about to get in the hot tub. And I'm going to go live and show y'all how it is to just enjoy life. You know, I'm in a hot tub. Yes, I'm going to go live in my hot tub and show y'all my baby. Because today is a celebration. My baby girl is in her 6th year of remission from cancer. She could have been gone. So I'm celebrating every birthday she see. Because the devil was a lie. I called the devil out on that. I said, you can't have, you think you finna have my daughter? You really think you finna take my daughter from camp? You got me twisted, Satan. Satan, you think you finna have my son starve in prison and die in prison? You got me messed up. You don't know who my daddy is. I'm calling rank on my kids. Daddy, I'm calling rank. I promise you he coming. I promise you I can go on and on and talk about God, y'all. I swear I can. If y'all don't get nothing out of this message today, go find some peace. Find the Lord. Stop hating people. Stop hating your baby mama. Stop hating your baby daddy. Stop hating your mama. Stop hating your cousins. Stop hating your friends. Are they worth your salvation? Diddy ain't worth my salvation. Diddy's not worth me cursing my life. Look at Wendy Williams. All the people she talked about. She cursed her life to get content. Now she's on mute, looking out of a window, waving at people like, can y'all help me? You mean the people you talking about? You mean all the laughter? You want us to come help you? No, you better get on your knees and pray. Because the only one can help you is the Father. All that talking about, for real, think about Wendy Williams. How you doing? Think about her. Now she's in bondage. God got her on mute. She can't get out of a building. I hope she know what's going on. And every day you better be crying the mercy of God, Wendy, asking for forgiveness, or you gonna stay your ass up in there. You coming to the people to help you. We can't help you. Only God can do that. And until she realized that, she ain't gonna get out. But this your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I love you all. Could y'all watch 2 videos a day? Can y'all watch 2 videos? Matter of fact, it's Sunday. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Can y'all, each person watching me, can you watch 4 videos today? Please. And share them with 4 people you know. And make sure they subscribe. I'm begging you. Thank y'all for watching. God bless you all. Pray for my son Eugene Williams in Newaygo County Jail in Michigan. Several people asked me his information because they wanted to send him cards and put some money on his books. You don't even have to put money on his books, but could you send him something to encourage him? Some of y'all know God, the Lord, and the Word more than I do. Can you send him scripture? Can you send him something to encourage him? I don't care. This is what I want y'all to do that's watching me, if you don't mind. Write the jail a letter on his behalf about him eating. Tell him that you know what's going on because his mother is a blogger. And I said it on YouTube. Put it on there. Say I'm reaching out because his mother told us that he's in there starving and you won't change his food meal. And we all talking about Newaygo County Jail. And we watching what's going on. And we promise you, if something happened to Eugene, it ain't gonna turn out right. I'm asking all y'all to write a letter on my behalf of my son. I'm going to put his information on there, and I'm going to put the marshals. Send it to the marshals. This is federal, y'all. This ain't state. This is federal. The federal government shouldn't be doing this. But the more voices, the more movement. Why do you think Dr. King them used to march? The more voices, the more movement. Because it could be your son next. Please send a letter to Newaygo County Jail in Michigan in behalf of my son. I'm begging y'all. I'm going to put it in the descriptions. I'm going to put it in the description. If you want to put $1 on his account, do that. If not, that's fine. Just send a card, encouragement, or a letter to the jail. I got to go. Who is that? Tia? Come here, Tia. It's your birthday.
Oh, I don't feel good.
You ain't going to the hotel?
Yeah.
Let everybody say hi. She don't feel good. Just say hi.
Oh, crazy.
No, you don't.
I do.
I told him how you overcame cancer. Look at my big baby. She don't feel good today. She look like Pebbles from the Flintstones. Say hi, Tia. She don't feel good. She has my oldest grandbaby, Doriah. How old are you today, Tia?
48.
No, she's not. She's 34. I'm finna go get her a cake. We finna go have some fun. She gonna feel better. We finna go eat. We gonna have fun. Okay, Tia?
Thank you. It look a mess. I just got it pent up in the back, but thank you.
How many years you been in remission?
6 this year.
Yep, no trace. She works full time. Tell me you just graduated. She's in nursing now. The devil is a liar. She's a walking testimony. God is a healer.
I might be in the ER for my birthday, guys.
Yeah, she's the one just got out the hospital. She still be sick. What did you have? E. coli?
3 resistant infections back to back.
Yeah, she had 3 resistant infections back to back from E. coli. Anything, she gets it because her immune system is really low. So I try to tell her to eat right. You know, she pray a lot, but she gets sick easy, man, from everything. And every time she heals. Yep,
Thank you guys for the birthday wishes.
Yeah, she's my oldest, and then it's David, and then it's Eugene, and then it's Legina. 34, 31, 26, and 19. So those are my babies. All right, y'all, we got to go. I got to get going. I ain't even got dressed. And we going to go live when we get to the hotel. She going to get in the pool, and we going to have some fun. We're going to make her feel better. Thank you for the birthday wishes. God bless you all. I'll talk to y'all later.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.